Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys have had a great holiday, a great New Year's. This is my first video of the new year. I hope to be able to be more consistent and put more out. But this is a kind of virtual YouTube collaboration with my friend YANNY Love. So please be sure to go check out her Valentine's Day makeup creation. I will link her video down below and tag her. So make sure you guys show us both some love, and I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. So let's get started. Okay, so as you guys can see, I've already done my brows and I've already started one eye. So let's finish up this eye together. Starting out, I am going to take my P. Louise Basic Bright Cosmetic Base, and this one is in the shade Rude Boy Red. So I have to warn you guys that this base is very staining, so I'm gonna apply it with a brush lightly and then just kind of move it around with my finger. But like I said, it's very staining, so don't feel like pressured to have to use this. Just any white base will do. I just really want to get these shadows to pop as much as possible. And I am going to kind of make my shape with the base, because like I said, this is where I want the most pop with the red. Reds are really hard sometimes to get like a true like red color, a nice bright one. So I love that they came out with this color base, and also they have a black one, which I love because sometimes it's really hard to get like a really nice black smoky eye without it looking kind of blue. So now that I have that base laid down, I'm going to start with my shadows. And these are actually the palettes that I'll be using today. These are both from Mamacita Cosmetics, and I will be linking them, their website down below. There's the Latina palette, and this is the Hasta la Muerte palette, like so fitting for the look in Valentine's Day. And then we're going in with Dose of Colors. This is the Blushing Berries palette. So we'll be using these three palettes to create the look. So first palette we're going to use is this one by Dose of Colors. We're going to take this middle shade right here called Berry Pop. I basically, wherever we lay down that base by P. Louise, we're going to lay down this shade, which will be the brightest shade in the look, of course, other than the white. So we're just going to kind of pat it on before we blend out. I just want to get the pigment laid down. So once it's to the intensity of your liking, then you could just start blending that out. So next up, I'll be taking a shade from the Hasta la Muerte palette from Mamacita Cosmetics, and it's this shade right here called Bliss, which is the lightest shade in this palette. Super cute. And I'm going to be taking this shade and putting it up in my brow bone and blending down to kind of morph with that red shade. So anywhere that red is, we're going to use this one to kind of soften those lines to give us a nice clean little blend. And from that same palette, we're going to be going in with this shade right here, and it's called Passion. And then also right after that, we'll be going in with the shade Forbidden. So we'll be using these two shades. Some of that Passion shade on the brush. Now we're going to create depth. Now that we have a nice base laid down, just focusing on darkening up that in that outer corner. And this little handheld mirror is also by Mamacita Cosmetics. Super cute. I just loved the entire Hasta la Muerte collection, so be sure to check them out. Super affordable, small business, you know. And I just feel right now it's super important that we all come together and support all those small businesses. So now that I have enough of that laid down, then I'll start to blend upwards, still using the same shade Passion. And this one is just mostly going to stay right here in this outer corner. I don't want to move it too much, just when we have to blend, but for the most part I just want to really pack that shade right in the outer corner. And then going back in with the same brush that I used Passion and just blending that out like that. So next step, I'm going to take a makeup wipe stained red because I wiped off that P. Louise base. But I'm going to take a wipe and I'm going to just clean up right here a little bit, because when we cut our crease, we're going to cut it with a white eyeshadow base, and I don't want it to turn all super pink. So I'm just going to remove the excess right here from the lid. Just till about there. You could be super precise with it if you want and use a Q-tip, but I just find this way to be faster. And so for that white base, I'm going to be going in with the P. Louise. This is in Rumor Zero. And I love these bases. They're thick, but like they're consistent. And we will be cutting out our crease. Nothing too crazy because I am kind of staying with the line of my crease. So once we get to about there, I'm going to take my finger and just kind of pat it, moving it this way, so that way we get a nice blend going this way too, without having like such a harsh line right here. Then what I'm going to be doing is taking the brushes that we used with the previous eyeshadows basically, and I'm gonna just kind of use those to soften this line right here, bringing those colors in. So this is the first brush from the Dose of Colors. I'm not picking up more pigment on it because I don't want it to be super aggressive, but just building up that color and coming in this way now. And then taking the second brush from the shade Passion. Now taking the brush that had what is that shade? Oh, Forbidden. And again, just kind of blending it inwards now to create a nice seamless blend going this way. Okay, now going in with our Latina palette, I'm gonna take this super white shade in here called Dreamer. Look at this one's also such a cute palette. Just taking some of that shade and then just kind of patting it on wherever the white is left, and then just blending it ever so lightly over to the reds. Just like so that. I'm going to show you guys a new trick that I picked up using a new product. So to create our wing liner, we are going to use this Hydra liner cake eyeliner from Suva Beauty, and this is in the shade Grease. So it's just a black like paint pot, and this is their 610 liner brush. Like, I don't know if you guys can see how fine that is. So it's basically water based, so you're just going to take a little bit of water on the brush, dip it into the pot. Now this is not the new product. I know most of you have probably already seen this, but this is a step to using the product. So I just take that and I'm gonna kind of line out here. I just really love these water-based cake liners. I feel like there's a lot less dragging when applying the liner. They just glide on so nicely. And since they're water-based, they remove very easy. So taking this, I am literally just gonna like stop here with it. I don't even care if this part right here is messy. I only care if like this outer part right here looks good, the point. Because now we are going to finish lining, but also applying our lashes. So finish off our liner and apply our lashes at the same time. We're going to go in with this new Line and Lash Adhesive Eyeliner from Eylure. Now they sent me this free to try, but like honestly it has become a holy grail of mine, and it's just awesome because like it's 2-in-1. You get things done faster. So I'll start my wing, you know, out here with the hydro liner, and honestly like you could use this for the entire wing, but I just find that the point is not as precise as I would want it to be, so I use it for the rest of where my lash would go. So you want to just shake up the product well, and it looks basically like a felt tip liner, and you're just gonna kind of, what I found is easier and you get like the most effective way to use it is I like to press it just into my lash line, just like this, pressing along the lash line. You get a more precise and then like a more even application with the lash adhesive. And so I'm gonna kind of bring it over here and morph it with my liner that I already laid down. And then I'm gonna come all the way down here where my lashes would touch. But again, since we already laid that down, like you can't even see that I'm putting it there. And this is what I love about it so much, is you're already applying the glue. You don't have to wait for a glue to dry because honestly, it's like super quick. So just applying it like that, ensuring I get it all. My liner's done. Now I'm gonna hurry up and take my lash, which I am using another small brand. This is Golden Beauty Passion. This is their lash in the style Bonita. And look, just taking the lash and like it already grabs on. It's super quick and easy, like no having to mess around with any glue, like having to worry about if it's dry yet. Look, it's already stuck on. How freaking cool is that? I'm telling you guys, like literally my holy grail. Like my lashes are done, my liner's done, and literally in real time here you saw how quick it is. Okay, so we fast forwarded a little bit. I did my foundation, my base off camera, so that way we could save some time. I also did this under eye, so we're gonna do this under eye together so you guys can see how to do it and finish up with our lips also. So what I did to finish up the look is I went back in with the P. Louise base and just took it on a flat brush where I can really press it into my waterline. Now these are perfectly safe to use in the waterline all around the eye, so don't be afraid to do so. If you don't have this, then any red lip liner or red pencil or even eyeshadow will work just fine with this. And so I'm getting it into my waterline, and then I'm going to kind of press it into my lower lash line to get a very opaque coverage. I'm gonna go in with the Dose of Colors palette and going back in with that first red shade that we got on a pencil brush here. I'm just gonna kind of use this to set that eyeshadow base. And then we're gonna kind of blend it up so it kind of all blends together. And then going in with that shade Forbidden from the Hasta La Muerte palette, just to intensify under here a little bit more. Then taking the brush from that very first step that had the Berry Pop shade from Dose of Colors, and I'm just going to use that to blend everything out and together. And to add a little bit something more to the look, we're going to go in with this Fenty Beauty. This is the Diamond Balm All Over Diamond Veil, and this is in the shade How Many Carats. Super beautiful. And so I'm going to take some of this just on my finger here, and I'm going to put this right into the inner corner just to make it pop a little bit more. Can you see how that already changed like that matteness and just added just a little something to it, just like that. And this is really nice because you could use it literally anywhere that you need a little bit more of a little bit more extra touch. So since we kind of have a lot going on with our eyes, I want to keep the lips very neutral, very nude, very sexy and glossy. So I'm going to go in with this lip liner pencil from Morphe, and this is in the shade Sweetheart. And then I'm going to top it off with this gloss from Artist Couture, and this is in the shade Uncensored 2.0. There you guys have it for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this Valentine's Day makeup look. If you guys get a chance to recreate this look, please be sure to tag me in your pictures. And if you liked it, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Like, you guys know the drill already. And be sure to go check out my friend Yanny's Valentine's Day look. We did this as a collab, so show us both some love, okay? I really missed YouTube, and I hope to get the opportunity to create more videos and just continue uploading. So I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.